I see a lot of business owners get distracted and falling into massive holes. AI is a fancy calculator. So if you give it terrible inputs or crappy inputs, information in, the quality of the data or information out isn't going to be amazing. It'll do its best, but more than likely it won't do really well. In anything, it's not an AI thing. In anything, the quality of your inputs determines the quality of the outputs. The better you get at using it, the better you get at understanding what is it that I want. And I think that's one of the most important things to understand.
Hey guys, welcome to the Painter's Circle, where we help painting business owners scale their operations, increase profitability, and gain more time freedom. I'm Taz Mullis, and in this podcast, I'll share actionable tips, expert strategies, and real-world insights that'll help you grow your painting business without burning you out. Ready to take your painting business to the next level? Let's go. Oh yeah!
More than likely by now, you've heard of AI. Recently, we were at a national conference talking to a few hundred painters, and I asked the question around AI. And for the most part, everyone's heard about it, and people are reluctant to tell me how much they use it, if they use it at all. But I just want to cover a few things that I have experienced and where I feel things are going in the future and how it's going to benefit our industry. I want to share with you some things that I've learned, implemented, and used as leverage to get things done better and more efficiently in our businesses and in our lives. I've been using AI for a while. One thing that I would recommend is AI is just a tool. Last year, I had to make a decision on where I'd focus my time and attention. I've been working on, and I've shared this story before, working on getting into acquisitions. For acquisitions is just looking at businesses to acquire businesses to help us grow as a business. So you can do it organically. You can grow your business organically, or you could buy a business and bring in the clients, the staff, the team, use our systems, accelerate the business that way. Or at the time I thought, and I would do both. I would deep dive into AI, not surface level stuff, deep dive into it and see if it can do one of two things. It's either going to save me time, save the business time, or save the business money. If we do both, fantastic. Late last year, started looking at both of those. I was leaning towards acquisitions. It was a relationship, almost going to sign an expression of interest to work with a business sales person, acquire businesses that way. But I realized acquisitions aren't going to go anywhere. And the more I looked at AI last year, deeply, building out agents, building out tools that would accelerate things in my personal life and in business, the more I realized I didn't know. It became less complicated. Once what was, holy crap, what is AI new? It's going to take over the world and how we're going to keep on top of it, became, it's just a tool. It is like a calculator. It's a fancy calculator that can do numbers, logic, language, scripts, and lots of things, but it needs clear inputs. And I think that's where most people go wrong. If they use AI, they use it basically in help me write an email. A good way to use it is help you read reports. If you get reports, whether it be, a lead report, if you're doing painting work, a marketing report from a Google ad company or a Facebook ad company, get it to review reports for you, 30-page reports, do it in 30 seconds and give you a summary. It's great for that, which saves you time. You can analyze reports, create reports for you based on the reports. It saves you time. That was really relevant and happening the last couple of years, but over the past 12 months, AI has gotten a lot better where you can build projects and get it to actually do more work for you. The thing with AI, like with any new skill set, is going to be directly related to your usage, your reps, your behaviors. So if you're not in it right now, I just encourage you to use it in any way, shape or form, even if it's conversational. I use lots of them. So for me personally, I use ChatGPT a lot to have conversations. So I have lots of different GPTs for lots of different things. I have one for each one of my clients. I have one for me, for QPaint. I have one that I talk to personally, and it's conversational to get ideas out of my head, to map things out so they don't get a bit confusing. So I use it in that respect, and it helps me catalog things into certain separate GPTs, but now with projects in ChatGPT. But there's Claude. Now, Claude's the rage right now, and I like Claude because of the structured projects I can set up in there. The responses that I get or the layout I get is much cleaner, fits perfectly with the outcome that I want from using it. And it's accelerating things. An example would be I exported every single deal, so every single quote we did, which includes the ones we won, lost, and still open, all of them, and every field, meaning name, email, address, phone number, value, referral source, where they come from, win-loss ratios, everything. Massive list. I think it was over 800. And I fed it into it, and I asked my mate Claude can you please review this exported complete list from last financial year of deals that came to the business. And I want you to help me break down and provide a report on the number of leads, dollar value leads, per referral source and category. So let's say Facebook is a referral source, word of mouth, Google, that's where they came in, website, per category. So Facebook and residential repaint, Facebook and body corporate repaint, for example. If I want a report per month on all the leads that came in relation to the referral source and category and dollar value. Now, I don't know how to do that in under 2 days, and Claude was able to create me a spreadsheet with multiple tabs across the bottom, the different areas that I'd asked for. It was able to provide me a crystal clear report on what's working well, not just number, not just, we did 100 quotes on Facebook, but we did 100 and converted into $500,000, for example. Gave me that. And then it did something even cooler. It actually ranked them. So dollar and conversion. It determined that anything under 20% was red, anything over 20 to 30% was orange, anything at 30% was a green in conversion rate. So it already determined that. You booked out, you're absolutely flat out, and you're not sure if you made money last month. The real problem is you think you're not working hard enough. Most painters feel like by working harder, doing more hours, doing more jobs, doing more marketing, grinding a bit harder, they're going to fix that problem. It's never about working harder. It's about working smarter. And you're never going to outwork a poor visibility problem. PainterOS Accelerator is built to end the guessing. It is a target hitting program. It's an ecosystem for business owners to come into to ensure, one, they've set the right targets for their business, and two, show them how to hit those targets. One thing I know to be true, having coached hundreds and hundreds of painting business owners, once we're able to give the right information at the right time to that business owner, they typically know what to do. This fills that gap. The number one thing we want to help business owners is having predictable and consistent revenue and run profitable businesses. We have a tool called Tradie Pipeline. Its primary purpose is to show you and teach you what are the targets that are right for you, how far off target you are, and showing you in advance your production capacity for the months or weeks ahead. We've coupled it with Painter Coach AI, which is like having a coach in your back pocket that can read that data and help you identify what is the next right move for you. And thirdly, there's the support. There's 90 days of onboarding support plus a community. This is not coaching, this is not a CRM, and this is not job management. This is an execution ecosystem where you go from being unaware of what you're doing to being crystal clear of what the targets are for you and your business and how to hit those targets, because I'm more interested in, are you moving towards those targets? When is it ready? It's ready now. If this is important to you, making money, better revenue, consistent profits, PainterOS Accelerator could be the right tool for you. Now back to the podcast. And very quickly, I was able to identify 3 areas that suck that we went back and doing, okay, let's take a deeper look into this. We went in and spoke to those people running them and said, this is where we're at right now. We would like to see performance. Otherwise, we're going to end this relationship. Some ended sooner than others, but 2 of them went for another 6 to 8 weeks. And we realized, yep, this does not fit within everything else that we're doing and it's working in the business. That's just one example. Its ability to take a scientific word, a shit ton of data, and help you pull it apart, asking the right questions when you know what you want, and accelerate us dropping, say, $36,000. We reduced our marketing spend in areas that were significantly underperforming because they were under 5-10%, and moved it to the things that are really performing. So then now, like June and July, we're accelerating because we've taken the money from underperforming lead gen activities, did two things, tested new ones, and then put that money into areas that are doing really, really well. That's just an example, but I could not have done that in 10 minutes. It all started 4 years ago, me becoming familiar with conversations, asking it questions, understanding what I want from it. I see a lot of business owners get distracted and falling into massive holes. AI is a fancy calculator. So if you give it terrible inputs or crappy inputs, information in, the quality of the data or information out isn't going to be amazing. It'll do its best, but more than likely it won't do really well. In anything, it's not an AI thing. In anything, the quality of your inputs determines the quality of the outputs. The better you get at using it, the better you get at understanding what is it that I want. And I think that's one of the most important things to understand when you want to start playing with AI. Rather than telling it what to do, tell it specifically with crystal clear detail what you want from the outcome of it. If you're not using it frequently, I encourage you to use it because I don't see a world where AI doesn't form a part of your business. It is accelerating the way in which we do stuff. So much so in my painting business, 5 months ago, we went through the recruitment phase to hire someone specifically in our business to manage this part of the business because it's an important part. Because I do not see an area in the future where automation and AI are not involved in every single painting business. Because the reality is, if I can do the things in my business much more efficiently, effectively, faster, with less cost, in quicker time than you, because there's so many areas of our business that can be automated. It doesn't need AI, but AI is just an additional layer that can accelerate you getting things done with less effort, because your job is not to be busy. Your job is to be effective. And if you've got a tool, just like a spray gun is a tool to apply paint quicker on surfaces, and you don't use it, you're competing against people that are using it and you're not using it, you're doing a couple thousand meters of walls or ceilings, more than likely you're going to work harder than you need to, burn out, and they're not. AI is just a tool, but it's a massive distraction because if you don't think about what is the outcome that I'm trying to achieve from using this tool, you could spend lots and lots of hours going around in circles. But at least, at a bare minimum, just get stuck into it. Just use it. Just talk to it. Your habits will probably determine how fast you accelerate at being comfortable with it, using it, and actually being good at it, so you have good inputs and good outputs. So, AI, is it a tool or a distraction? Only time will tell. Stay cool. Be well.
Hey guys, if you got value from today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss expert tips. If you want some support, check out the link in the show notes and see how we can help you. Don't forget to follow us on socials @PainterCoach. Stay cool, be well, and as usual, see you in the interwebs. Bye.